is my week 2 progress report, or perhaps not quite so much of the progress as I'm about to tell you. Yeah, it's been quite a testing week. I'm not gonna lie. 2 main reasons. Well, firstly, the pain in my calf has actually got a little bit worse. I had some treatment on Tuesday, some needles in this hip that I mentioned was really tight, that was probably causing the calf problems, and it was amazing, like, because it just really released the hip and the glute and everything. Like, I got some really, at the back as well, just some really good releases, and I thought, yay, brilliant, okay, that's it, you know, that's, yeah, hit that on the head, I'll be able to start sort of easing back into things. But I did a tiny jog, and it just stirred up a load of sciatica that I'd had trouble with in the past. So by Thursday, I was just like ready to throw the towel in a lot of pain. Even just walking around, you know, the coaching I was doing was just not pleasurable at all, because I could hardly move. So yeah, I was a bit like, oh dear, what am I going to do on Thursday? And on top of that, I had a couple of, let's say, doubters. Well, I mean, I'm sure they meant well, but my mum, for instance, said, are you sure it's not just in your head? So I just told her to, in the nicest possible way, not to go there. And then also I showed a lady this Facebook page that I'm doing, and she's just a lovely lady, but she sort of said, why don't you just stop running? And because she sort of had injuries herself and had stopped and was just doing other stuff, and you know, fair enough, but it's never entered my head that would be the case. Hopefully, you know, I'm sure a lot of people watching this can sympathise with the fact that we are runners, and we don't entertain the thought of not running. So anyway, I have learnt from both of these challenges this week, and the take-home messages, if you like, that I'm hoping you guys can benefit from are, first of all, that things can get worse before they get better. As I mentioned, I'd stirred up some issues, but I do really believe that it's because I'm digging deeper now. I am getting to the root of the cause, so I've just got to ride this bit of frustration. And actually, you know, this weekend things have been a lot better, so I'll explain a bit more about the things I've done, hopefully to try and turn that corner. So that's one of them. Things can get worse before they get better. And then secondly, you know, you don't have to listen to doubters, because they're not in your shoes, and they're different, and you know, that's fine, but just stick to your guns. So anyway, I have turned a bit of a corner. I started doing a lot more stretching. I did find that the sciatica really eased just by, I found a video on YouTube which was some yin yoga. And yin yoga is basically just like holding stretches for a really long time, kind of like 2-3 minutes. So it feels like, you know, you're just not really doing anything in that time, but actually it has made quite a big difference. So long stretches is a really good one. I'm not going to say like exactly what stretches you need to do, because it'll depend on your injury, but so long as you find the stretch that is stretching your problem, and so long as it's not getting worse as you're doing that stretch, then do just take the time. It'll be such a good time investment for you. So yeah, that was one thing. I'm doing a bit more rehab as well than I was before, and as I've said before, I'm tying that into like a routine in my day now. So can't have my breakfast until I've done my rehab. If I stop and have a coffee around 11 o'clock, again, I'll just do a little bit, not very long, and before bed, if I'm not sort of too dead on my feet, again, I'll do a little bit more. So, and actually it's quite empowering now that I am doing it, because before I was sort of thinking, yeah, but will it really make a difference? But I am starting to notice that I'm getting stronger there now, and yeah, I think I'll be more ready to run when I do, sort of when the problems do fully settle down, as they will. And finally, extra massage as well. I did a massage swap with a friend actually, and I'm not a qualified masseuse, but I've had that many massages that I feel that I can, you know, pretty much do an alright job. And been doing a lot myself as well. I realised, you know, I've sort of said it's come from my lower back. I've always sort of thought, oh, you know, I need someone else to get in there, but and then I just sort of thought, no, actually I can get in there. So yeah, just standing there and getting in and massaging myself. So don't always kind of put the onus on other people, you know, just do what you can, what's in your power as well, but you know, do get external help if you can too, just to help you on your own. Okay, well, I hope you found this week's lessons useful, and I know I say this every week, but so far, hopefully next week I'll have better news. But have a good week, your friend. Okay, take care, bye bye.